Welcome back for skills. We are still in Unit 4. We today are going to warm up by doing some vowel ID detection. So what's going to happen is I'm going to read a word to you and you're going to tell me what vowel sound you hear in the word. You ready? Okay, the first word. Term. Correct. That is the sound. Good, good. Let's keep going. The next word. Form. Or is the vowel sound. Good. Okay, how about bark? Good job. The vowel sound is R. Excellent. So as you know, this is a review of our R-controlled vowels, in which our digraphs, our 2 letters, 1 new sound, all include the letter R with a vowel letter in front of it, making 1 new sound. Or R. 3 different sounds. Okay, let's do a few more. Charm. I'll say that one again. Charm. What do you hear? R. Excellent. Perch. Perch. Yes, that's an word. Excellent, excellent. North. Like we live in North Carolina. What vowel sound do you hear in the word north? Or. Excellent, excellent. Okay, a few more. Spark. Spark. R. Good job. 2 more. Cork. Cork. Or. And last one. Jerk. Jerk. Great job, great job. All right, guys, so one thing we've been talking a lot about is verbs. And the thing about verbs is there's something called verb tense, which means when did whatever happen, happen. So here we have a picture to help us show present. This would be like you now, a young student, and this would be your past, you're the cute baby, and here could be you all grown up. So past, present, and future. Okay, so I'm going to read some sentences for you, and you're going to identify, did this occur in the past? Is this a past tense verb? The present, happening now, or the future? Basically, any time that's not right now, that's not today, would be considered the future. It can be the far future, or it can be the close future. Either way, it's not right now. And if you're looking for this page, this is actually in your cat book on PP24. This is in your cat book on PP24, so that could be a good opportunity for you to touch and go with me. All right, my first sentence reads, today I munch on corn on the cob. The verb is munch. Is this past, present, or future? Today I munch on corn on the cob. When did it happen? Yes, today. It's in the present. Good job, okay? What about tomorrow I will munch on corn on the cob. Tomorrow I will munch on corn on the cob. Yes, that is the future. It hasn't happened yet, and you're not doing it right now. What you'll notice is when we put verbs in the future, we add the word will in front of them. So we went from munch to will munch. So will becomes part of that verb. Will munch means it's in the future. You all grown up. Okay, one more. How about yesterday I munched on corn on the cob. Yes, that's past. We hear that past tense maker, that ed spelling we add to verbs to make them show us that it happened in the past. So past, you're a baby. Present, you're a student. Future, you're a working professional. Some kind of capacity. You're doing something all dressed up. Okay, how about today I bang a drum? Today I bang a drum. Is that past, present, or future? Present. Good job, good job. Okay, how about tomorrow I will bang a drum? Past, present, or future? Future. Tomorrow I will bang a drum. Good. And yesterday I banged a drum. Yesterday I banged a drum. Yeah, it already happened. This is in the past. This is in the past. Okay, how about today I jump like a grasshopper. Today I jump like a grasshopper. Today means now. Today is present. Good. Today is present. Okay. What about tomorrow I will jump like a grasshopper? That's in the future. Yes, tomorrow I will jump like a grasshopper. 3 vowel sounds, 3 syllables. Grasshopper. A grasshopper. In the past, yesterday, I jumped like a grasshopper. Excellent. Good. Now, what I want you to repeat after me is all the past tense verbs we just used. We said munched, we said banged, and we said jumped, right? Good. So what we have discussed and what we have been told is that we add the letters ed to the end of a verb so that it shows that the action, the event, occurred in the past. We want to describe things that happened in the past. We put the verb in the past tense by adding the ed to it. Well, these letters actually have different pronunciations. They can sound different depending on what sound comes before them. It depends on what sound comes before them. So there's actually 3 different sounds. So remember, when we put the slashes, that's the sound. So this is the sound ed. This is the sound d. This is the sound t. So those are the sounds. We can have t, d, and ed. T, d, ed. We might make a little song. T, d, ed, a, t, d, ed, a. So these are the sounds that one ed spelling can make. So it's always the ed spelling in regular verbs. It's always the ed spelling. We're not worried about irregular verbs in first grade. No, for regular verbs, the ending is always ed. The question is, what does it sound like? What does it sound like? That is our past tense verb maker. A. No, that's not what it sounds. Don't get confused. So let's look at these words. Now this is in your cat book. This is page 13.1, and we're going to do this together. The first few have been done for us, and we're going to use this so I can show you what I'm talking about. Okay, now the first word is started. Say started. Good, started. So when you hear the whole ed sound, it is another vowel sound. So you're creating another syllable. So start, ed, ed, started. You hear both letters, the whole ed. Correct? Good. So let's write started under the sound ed. And I actually want you to underline the ed spelling because that is what we're working on right now. This is called our past tense maker. The next word given is actually, just repeat after me, don't try something out. The next word given is grinned. Grinned. Do we hear the, so let's try it if we actually say both the E and the D making the ed. Grinned. Do we say grinned or we say grinned? We say grinned, and the sound you're hearing, the sound you actually hear is the D sound. So that is the second sound that ED can make. So let's go ahead. See, I already gave you these ones, so I'm kind of moving them fast. I'm gonna give you grinned. Grinned. All right, good. So did the spelling of my ending change or did the sound of my ending change? The spelling of my ending changed. Good. grinned. It's all one syllable. We only hear one vowel sound. We only hear the it. So grinned. So ed says d in the word grin. All right, the next example and the third sound, the words that are given, is helped. Helped. And if you notice, at the end of helped, we hear the sound t. We actually hear the t sound. Let's go ahead and write the word helped. Underline our ending. Did my spelling change? No, the ed spelling can make the ed sound, the ed spelling makes the d sound, and the ed spelling makes the t sound. Literally, it's just a matter of you saying it and then listening for which sound is the best. We'll get into later more specifically which letter spellings contribute to which sound. And also you'll notice when the word makes the ed sound, you're introducing another syllable. So listen. Started, started, there's two syllables because there's two vowel sounds. Grinned. How many vowel sounds do you hear? One, therefore one syllable. Helped. One vowel sound, one syllable. Excellent. The next word given, okay, I'm going to say it. Sounded. Sounded. What sound did you hear at the end of the word sounded? Correct. We heard the ed sound. And even if you look at how it's printed, it's got that dot that tells you it's a two-syllable word. Only one of our ending sounds for the past tense maker forms another syllable, right? Good. So, notice the patterns, notice the way the words are printed as we're getting used to just recognizing and hearing and paying attention to these sounds. So, sounded, out, two vowel sounds, two syllables. Sounded. Same spelling. Same ed past tense maker spelling. Good job. The next word. Listen to me. Oh, I'm not going to mark them out. I'm going to put little check marks because I want you to be able to still see the words. I don't like marking them out because then you can't see what was there. All right. The next word is formed. Formed. What is the last sound you hear in the word formed? Correct. It is the sound d. And when you say formed, do you hear one vowel sound or two? You hear one vowel sound, the sound or. So it's all one syllable. So the word is formed. Excellent. Formed. All right. Now the next word. Still, hold on a minute. One more step. Underline that ending because that ending spelling is staying the same. The ending spelling is not changing. The next word I have for you is parked. Parked. He parked the car. Parked. What is the last sound you hear in the word parked? Yes, you hear the sound t. Excellent. You hear the sound t. And like I said, this is called our past tense maker, and that is when we add the spelling ed to the end of a verb to indicate the action, the event, the thing happened in the past. Is this parked? Let's try it. Parked. He parked the car? No, he parked the car. The sound you hear is the actual sound. Good. All right, next word. The next word is, and just looking ahead at it, looking at the features of the word, looking at the way the word is printed. Like I said, this feature is only here to help us get used to it. The word is pointed. Pointed. Oi-eh. I hear two vowel sounds. That means I have two syllables. Pointed. Pointed. Uses the ed sound for the spelling ed. So let's write pointed together. Pointed, using that ed ending spelling to show that this verb, this action happened in the past. Pointed already happened. Good. Now this next one is special. Is special. The next word, I'm going to say the word. You're going to tell me, just like you've been telling me the sound you hear at the end. The word is smiled. The word is smiled. She smiled for her picture. So smiled, what's the last sound you hear? Correct, the last sound you hear is the d sound. The vowel sound in smile is the sound I, which we know is that split digraph, I-E. What's happening here, we're not going to write two E's. We're not going to write two E's. What's happening is this E is working double time. Is working extra hard. This E is working with the I to make it change its name, and this E is also working with the D to make this smile in the past. So smiled, I'll show you. Smiled. So look, the ED is still ED past tense maker. We only hear the D in smiled. That E is darkened double time. Double time. So smiled, I hear the D sound. But when we write it, we're not going to write two E's. Because that, well, first off, that looks silly. That just looks silly. And not to mention, then we're getting into the, is this the E sound? Is this smillied? I don't know what's happening. Smillied? Is that what happened if we put two E's? Smillied. That's what it would be. Smillied. The I would now be by itself. Smillied. That doesn't even make sense, does it? Smiled. The word is smiled. That same rules apply to the next word. The next word is baked. Baked. We baked a cake. What's the last sound you hear at the end of the word baked? You hear the sound t. And yes, I am stressing it a little bit because this is new, but just in regular talking, we baked a cake. It's still the sound t. But the spelling is not changed. The spelling is the ED past tense maker. But the vowel we hear in baked, what's the vowel sound you hear in the word baked? You hear the sound A, because this is another E working double time, making the A say its name and bringing us into the past tense. With this cake is baked. The cake is baked. So this E putting on double duty. This E is putting on double duty. All right, the next word I have for you. Listen. Lifted. Lifted. What's the last sound you hear in lifted? See there, I didn't mean to trick you, but I kind of tricked you. The last sound you hear is D, but you don't just hear the, but what's the last syllable? It's a two-syllable word. So what's the second syllable in lifted? You hear the id. Yes, you hear the ed, the whole ed. Lifted. Two vowel sounds, two syllables, which means we're hearing the whole syllable, the whole potential syllable, the E, the sound, we're hearing it. Lifted. So either we hear it or we don't. And for one, it seems like when we don't hear it, it's because that E is working double time. It's already decided to be silent. I'm just saying. So, lifted. Lifted. Good job. All right, just two more. Two more. The next word I want you to listen for. Waved. Waved. Waved goodbye. What's the last sound you hear in the word waved? Yes, you hear the sound D. Waved. Excellent. Good job. another busy working double time E. Waved, because the vowel sound you hear in that word is A. So waved. And the last word, what's the only space left, but of course I'm going to read it to you. Last word is hiked. Over the summer, we hiked up the mountain. Hiked. What's the last sound you hear in the word hiked? Correct, you hear the sound t in the word hiked. Hiked, good. And what, just for clarity's sake, what's the vowel sound in the word hiked? The one vowel sound, because it's a one-syllable word, is the sound I. We again see that E working double time. Now, does the E have to be working double time for us to hear the D and the T only at the end? No, it doesn't. But that does seem to be a pattern that's forming as one of the ways to tell. One of the ways to tell. We definitely know that we hear the ed when there's two syllables, when it's a multi-syllable, more than one syllable word. So started, ed, good. Sounded, out, pointed, oi, hear them? Lifted, so those are all two-syllable words, and these are single-syllable words because each of them only has one vowel sound. Not a vowel sound. I mean, take a look. This word has three vowels, but do you hear three different vowel sounds? No, you hear two vowel sounds. Excellent, good job. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to show you what it is you will be doing today. Because we just did this together, right? Right. And what I need you to do, actually, this is actually the first thing you need to do. You're going to take a picture of the work we just did together and send me that. You're going to send me a picture of the work we just did together on page 13.1 with the past tense maker. A. So you're going to send me a picture of this. And what else are you going to do today? Hold on, let me erase it. 10 seconds. So what else you're going to do today is you're going to use your spelling words to draw pictures. Now what I've been seeing a few of you do is just write the word with different colors, and that's not actually drawing a picture. You're going to look at this word zipper, and you're going to draw a picture of a zipper. Same thing with barking. Well, you can't draw barking, but you can draw a dog, and you can draw a little bubble that says bark, bark. So drawing a picture of the word. And if you need help drawing a picture of the word, or you don't know what the word is, maybe ask for help, just an idea. So we're going to draw pictures, like here's the picture I drew for morning. But am I done with this draw it slide? No, because in addition to drawing my picture of morning, I need to write the word morning. And I can write it in any color that I want to, but I need a picture and the word. So 8 words: zipper, barking, perfume, morning, carpet, forest, border, today. 8 words, 8 slides, 8 pictures. Okay? Okay. So yes, that is our assignment, our lesson, our assignment, our instruction for today. I have enjoyed working with you, and I can't wait to see you guys later. Until then, bye!